From our dear friends over at FanDuel. The NFL regular season has wrapped up, but there's still time to get it on the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. And right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets, guaranteed just by placing a $5 bet. That's $150 in bonus bets, win or lose for brand new customers. And the best part about FanDuel is the app is so easy to navigate, and there are so many different ways to bet, including live same-game parlays. You can find bets in the new Explorer tab. You can make a parlay in the Parlay Hub, which is the best and easiest way to find popular parlays, and so much more. So visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to make your first bet a layup. FanDuel, an official partner of the NFL, an official partner of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And as always, if you guys have a winning FanDuel ticket, make sure you guys send it to us to be featured on the show. Tweet it at the show, tweet it at me, email us, but make sure you guys are sending us those winning FanDuel tickets.
Tyvis.
Didn't hit yesterday.
Listen, Tyvis.
You're wrong, huh?
I jumped on your joint. I jumped on the party train.
Pause.
Super. Super. Yeah, Giannis didn't play, so I didn't know what voided means, right? I didn't know what voided means. So, like, Giannis didn't play, so I get this notification.
Doesn't count.
Don't count.
Just that leg of the parlay, you can still keep the bet alive. It just changes the odds.
Bet was still alive. Giannis was out. Damian Lillard over 2.5 3-pointers. Laid an egg. The Bucks didn't show up yesterday. I was so mad. Jared Allen did his part. 10 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell 6 assists and plus. He did his part. Damian Lillard, once again, 6 assists you needed to get. You got 5. Brook Lopez did not hit his 2+3s, and Damian Lillard only had 1 3-point shot. And your boy G. Bush, if I would have won, I would have got like $600. However, we didn't do anything. So Tyvis, your 10-leg parlay turned into a Minimoski move.
But today's a new day, so send your parlay winnings to Mike. Let's go.
Yeah,
there's winners every day.
No winning ticket today?
No winning ticket today, but I hope there'll be plenty flooding in our inboxes over the next few days. But let's talk a little Browns coaching staff, guys. AVP out. The offensive coordinator search has begun. The Browns actually interviewed their first candidate to replace AVP today. Steve, you can take tag board full, but it's Andy Dickerson, the Seahawks' current offensive line coach and their run game coordinator. We'll get into our choices for candidates first, but guys, he used to coach in Cleveland under the Mangini staff and back in 2009. Are you guys familiar with Andy Dickerson at all and what he may potentially bring to the table as the offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns?
I was not.
I never heard of him before that tweet.
I asked around. Good reputation. A lot of the things that were said about Stephen Vogt, the Guardians' new manager.
Yeah.
Good dude, competent, players like him. Other than that, I did get a couple of responses from folks that have been covering the league for a long time. Said, I've never really had much dealing with him. Couldn't tell you. So I wasn't able to find out much about his philosophy, his style, or any of that.
Right.
We'll see what that leads to.
No disrespect, man. Listen, I know y'all gotta interview certain specific candidates in the beginning, and I know you just warm your way up to it. But the Browns have to get an offensive mind in here, man. If you're gonna make the move for Van Pelt to get out of here, we don't need 2 offensive line coaches. Like, I've been around offensive. Like, look, Bill Callahan has been a head coach in college football. He's been a head coach in the pros as well. If you're gonna make the move to upgrade and shake things up a little bit. Yeah. I need an offensive-minded guy. I don't know what they're going for here.
Can I ask a question? Do we know for sure that Dickerson was in to interview for the OC job? Do we know that?
Yes.
What?
That was confirmed to interview for the OC job. Now, there is rumors.
Can I ask who reported that and who confirmed it?
Mary Kay confirmed it. Jones he came on the show. Jermaine Jones, NBC Sports.
Oh, okay. The reason I asked
reputable source.
It's possible we lose Bill Callahan.
Well, that's what I was getting to next.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
My train of thought on this is, there is a chance that they lose Bill.
Yeah.
If Bill is gone, well, then I think, from what little I know of this guy, I think he fits the suit.
You ever been on an interview that's a little bit above your steez?
Yeah.
You don't got the experience yet, but they say, listen, we like you, you interviewed well. We have this other position for you.
Exactly. And I'm wondering if that's what's going on here.
They have to be proactive about the possibility. I know, the reason you say it is because Brian Callahan, who's the Bengals OC, has been interviewed for, or will be by the end of this week, for 4 different head coaching job.
4?
Yeah.
And if he gets one, obviously the
thought
first
is
call
that
he's
his
going to
dad
make
will
is, hey,
go-
Dad, can you
Yeah.
come join me as my offensive
Now, we don't
line
know.
coach?
Maybe he, wants to do it on his own. We have no idea. We don't,
Possible.
We're just connecting dots.
But you would have to think that
Yeah.
it would always be a dream to
Right.
father-son to work together. We saw Lane and Monty Kiffin.
Yep.
Always talk about
Belichick.
Belichick works with his son. I wouldn't be.
You got to be
blown
prepared
away.
for it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's certainly it.
I don't understand how Lane Kiffin had his dad is Monty Kiffin. They could not be two completely
Listen,
different
I
people.
covered Monty, never really covered Lane as a head coach, but obviously was in the sphere when he was a head coach, and I agree 100%. Monty was high energy, gregarious. Everybody loved him. Funny. I was always shocked when I found out Lane was his son. I'm like, really?
Like Lane is in that Josh McDaniels like that.
No personality?
They're very ornery. There's kind of they want it their way like 99% of the time. They're not really people persons, but
No.
it's weird a little bit.
I know. It's interesting. I mean, maybe he took on his mom's personality. I don't know.
Well, I
So
asked you
I just
guys-
think that's what's going on here. Could be wrong. I think a lot of people, if he's hired as the OC, would be really shocked.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah, I
Doesn't mean it's a bad choice. but
Doesn't mean it's a
I
bad
would
choice,
be
and doesn't
surprised.
mean he's not a great candidate.
Yeah.
But because, as a fan, you want your team to hire people that you know.
Right,
You
sure.
want your team to hire people like Jim Schwartz, who was going to be sought after by other teams
Right.
if you didn't hire
Sure,
him.
Sure.
So
this offseason is going to be the most. This is the biggest question mark I've ever seen, for the Browns. I don't just because you got to the playoffs with a bunch of these guys, and now you're mixing it up a little bit. It's almost like you don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do.
It is possible that they promote Bill Callahan or promote their wide receiver coach, Chad
Chad
O'Shea. I
O'Shea.
mentioned in our chat
Right.
group yesterday that when I was looking for my OC candidates, I had forgotten that Chad O'Shea, in addition to being the wide receiver coach, is also the passing game coordinator,
Right,
which
right.
also made me feel a little better about what we were talking about yesterday is, does this mean they're going away from what they did? Well, their passing game coordinator's not leaving.
If I was